I entered a tournament with a deck that has been abandoned by players. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what I mean by that, so in order for you to understand, I must first tell you how the Pokemon TCG works competitively. Unlike its rival Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Pokemon TCG has something called a set rotation taking place in competitive play. To simply explain, the Pokemon TCG has competitive play take place in one single format, known as the standard format. These include all the modern cards and is updated with every new set release, and to make sure things don't get out of hand, older sets are pushed out of the standard format into what is called the expanded format. Sadly, expanded format has been ignored by Pokemon for many years now, so they're as good as banned when they're gone from standard. Anyway, this rotation takes place once per year, usually at the start of April. And with a rotation, not only do you see whole archetypes vanish, but also very important cards in other decks vanishing too. Examples of this would be the rotation of Double Turbo Energy, which acted as 2 colorless energy on a Pokemon at the price of it doing 20 less damage. And its role in the Cloth to Rapagos deck, which actually won the European International Championships in 2025. When Double Turbo Energy rotated in April of that year, that deck completely fell off as there was simply no other way to attack for one attachment, meaning it lost tempo and couldn't keep up with faster decks. And the very deck we're playing today also suffered a great loss from the rotation of last year. But before we get into those details, let's first go over the very card this deck was built around. Archaludon EX, with its Assembly Alloy ability allowing you to accelerate 2 basic metal energy from your discard pile to any of your metal Pokemon when evolving into Archaludon, and its hard-hitting Metal Defender attack, which hit 220 damage and turns off its own weakness. You have a Pokemon with 300 HP that can charge itself up and take one-hit knockouts on support EX Pokemon like Pheasantipity, Mew, and Pecharunt. Furthermore, when pairing it with cards like Professor Turo's Scenario, which allowed you to pick up and heal your Archaludon, as well as Relic, which allowed you to use its pre-evolution Duraludon's attacks, you had a lot of options on the table, meaning it was one way or another going to have a strong deck. But strong wasn't good enough. You needed something great, and that's where 2 very important cards come into the fray. That being Radiant Greninja and Dialga V-Star. With the first being debatably the single best card of all time, you were able to utilize Radiant Greninja's Concealed Cards ability to draw more cards as well as add energy into the discard pile for Archaludon to take advantage of. This, of course, is great synergy, but Greninja was played in basically every deck that could play it, so it's not as special as Dialga V-Star, which had an attack on it so strong that there was a deck dedicated to achieving it as their win condition. And that attack was Star Chronos, a V-Star power attack that could only be used once per game, and it did 220 damage, but also read, "Take another turn after this one." Now, let me emphasize, this is not as simple as just attacking twice. This is not Diplin. No, you could take a whole nother turn. That means evolving more Pokemon, playing more items, and most importantly, playing another supporter card. So you can see how this deck was quite powerful. So of course, it did see play at the highest level in its peak. But then the rotation hit. With both Greninja and Dialga leaving the standard format for good, this left Archaludon EX in an awkward position, as it still retained its overall raw power, but lost the ace up its sleeve, causing it to struggle against decks that could take more prizes than you can, like Dragapult Dusknoir. But we mustn't forget something. Although Archaludon did lose a lot of support, it still is overall a very powerful card. So if you instead now build a deck with more focus on gusting quickly and playing aggressively, taking out support Pokemon, maybe this deck still has its place. And that's exactly what Gamitaro, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, did with getting top 8 in a Japanese city league with this very Archaludon EX deck list you are seeing on the screen. And yes, my friends, this is the deck I decided to join this tournament with. Except for one card that I decided to include myself, which was a huge inclusion by the way, but more on that later. Believing that Archaludon could still take on the big boys in the modern game. But before we get into those games, let's take a look at some of the more important cards in this deck so we can better understand how it works. And in this deck, we have the return of Relicanth, so you can still use Duraludon's Raging Hammer attack, which I forgot to mention by the way, does 80 damage plus 10 damage for each damage counter on it. Meaning if you hit Archaludon for 200 damage and have Relicanth in play, it can hit back for 280 damage. This is great as it forces many decks into a game of chicken. Some newer inclusions in this deck also include Black Belt's Training, which is crucial for the Gholdengo matchup as it allows you to hit 14 more damage onto EX Pokemon, hitting exactly 260 damage to KO Gholdengo. And looking into the inclusion of 4 Professor's Research, 4 Carmine, 4 Pokegear, and 4 Night Stretcher, it's safe to say that this deck wants to go first and attack quickly. This list also leans into its other strength in being able to tank with 300 HP and heal, as this list plays 3 Professor Turo scenario. We've taken a look at all of those cards. It's safe to say that this deck is as straight to the point as it comes. But there is one exception to that rule, and that is the inclusion of Legacy Energy. I personally believe this card was included to cover for Munkidori's and Dusknoir and their prize manipulation in this format, as attaching Legacy Energy to one of your Pokemon means it gives away 1 less prize card when it is knocked out by an attack. But the issue here as well is that there is some holes with playing Legacy Energy, and all of them are created by the fact that it can be bypassed with the aforementioned Dusknoir and Munkidori. And let's not forget Alakazam, which completely bypasses it by placing damage counters to knock you out instead of placing physical damage, which is a difference, by the way. But regardless of all of those risks, it still has a lot of potential to be game-changing, so I think it is still worth playing. Oh, by the way, speaking of Alakazam, let me tell you the card I decided to add to this deck. Xerosik's Machinations. In cutting 1 Professor's Turo and adding this card, we instantly have a better matchup into Alakazam, given that Alakazam's whole spiel is trying to draw massive hands and 1-hit KO you with that. If you have a Xerosik's Machination play in the late game, you can force them to discard most of their hand, and they may not even be able to get to the point of 1-hit KOing you anymore. And given the popularity of Alakazam, especially in online tournaments, I think this is a must. And there you have it, the very list that we are taking into this tournament. Now let me tell you exactly how this tournament is going to take place, as it follows this very structure, where we start off by playing 8 best-of-1 rounds, with a win equating to 3 points, a tie being 1 point, and a loss being 0 points. And if we obtain 16 or more points, we will advance to the next phase, where we aim to play 3 more Swiss round best-of-1s. And those with 27 or more points will advance to the top cut, where you will play in a best-of-3 top cut phase to ultimately land on a winner. With that explained, let's talk about goals, as we of course do need one for this tournament. But instead of just saying where we want to finish, because obviously we want to win the tournament, we're instead going to have 4 medals that we can obtain during this tournament. That being bronze, silver, gold, and platinum medals. The platinum coin is obtained by winning the whole tournament. The gold coin is obtained by getting top 8 in a tournament. The silver coin is top 16, and the bronze, you could tell, is top 32. Of course, this is dependent on the size of the tournament, and in this one, it definitely fits. So our goal is to see how many medals we can get by the end of the tournament. Will we get all 4, or will we go home with none? Stay tuned to find out as we get into the first game, which was against Mega Kangashkan and its tank healing build. Good thing we get to choose going first here at the start. Let's see how this game pans out. Oh, I love the top deck of that Carmine. Yeah, I don't think I should be going for a Squawk or anything. Let's just get some energy in a discard pile. And I will eligible for another Duraludon, I think. Maybe I hold, actually, instead of going for Carmine, because I've got Archaludon already, and I shouldn't... Yeah, I don't think I should Carmine right off the bat here. I don't want to Carmine into a hand where there's, like, nothing there, so... I think I'm just going to end turn here. They go for a Precious Trolley. Now, I think one of the big cards for this matchup is going to be the Relicanth, because they're going to struggle to 1-hit KO me, and I'm going to struggle to 2-hit KO them. So if I can get like a punch in, I don't believe this punches through any effects. Yeah, Metal Defender doesn't punch through, so it's not going to ignore the Bouffalon. So in reality, we got to hope that they hit me for 200 and I can return with the Relicanth KO. Oh, but no, but that's only equals 280, right? It does 10 more for each? Yeah, so I think we have to hope that they coin flip and hit heads. They hit us for 250. Even then, that's not a KO. This is going to be quite a tough nut to crack, I think. Maybe I boss target the boofs. There's like 4 bosses in this list. We'll see. They go for a Turbo Energize, though. And they attach 2 to the Munkidori. Oh, Xerosic looks good here, but should I be Xerosicing right now? Probably, right? I mean, oh, I don't know. I think I should Xerosic. I was hoping for that when they had a bigger hand, but I'll do it now. That's fine. Okay, there's a Bouffalon gone. Was hoping they got rid of something like a Ice Cream or anything down that line, but here's the hoping that they don't have too many good cards in their hand. Although they did get rid of an Iono, so that's quite telling. And after I run errands, they throw Lively Stadium down. That's going to prevent the 2-hit KO, at least for the Metal Defender attack. And they do attach to the active. They're probably going to play the Lily, right? Not after using a couple of Adrena Brains. Yeah, they are. They're going to use those Adrena Brains and Lily, so I've got 60 HP now. This could be a tough one, man. The more it plays out, the more I'm like, I don't know. But at the very least, we have the prize advantage. And if we do get a KO on it, it is quite a big deal. Turo! Wow. No, I can't do it, right? Because I have no energy. So I'm going to have to research this time around and see what I get. Mawile doesn't hit through. Oh, wait. The huge bite does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't hit for any effects. Okay. What did I get that confused with? Something. At the very least, I could just bundle, right? But so long as I keep punching, I'm eventually going to take out the Mega Kangaskhan. That's the theory. We'll see how that pans out. So they can Ice Cream for 80. That's going to take it to 180. They can take 60 off. They take it to 120. Oh, man. At the very least, my opponent may have overbenched here. So I'm hoping that we can just take out this Kangaskhan and they won't be able to come back. Well, they did a Gen of Brain and they do have the energy and the cream. Okay. And it's a Cypher Maniac. Oh, yeah. All right. Maybe I do just target the boosts. They've got one in the discard pile. They play 3. Their stretch account is 1. What's their stretch account? They've lost the stretcher. Okay, I really should be bossing Boof up now, I think. That's got to... Yeah, especially after that Ice Cream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I've got to do. All right, so they're going to hit me for a knockout. I'm going to boss up the Bouffalant and try and establish a better board state, I think, in the hopes that we can get through this behemoth of a Pokemon. All right, I'm going to Night Stretcher myself and get Duraludon. I was going to get an energy, but we just top-decked one, so that's good. So I'll throw that down, go into our Chaladon, and just accelerate to it, attaching to the active. I'm debating the greed here a little bit, but no, I don't think I'd do that. Yeah, I think I just boss KO Bouffalant. What other recovery do they have? They have Rod, but taking out this could be a big deal. I mean, if they hit triple heads or double heads, sorry, that's just awful. I can't control that. So their way of one KOing me is double heads. But if they whiff just one, it's more difficult for me to take a KO, granted, actually. I need to bounce this stadium. But I don't know. I don't remember if I actually play any stadium cards. No, we don't. Okay. We do have Black Belt's training. That's something. Oh, yeah. But we don't have any Tool Scrapper. This is just going to be a full big HP Mon that we're going to have to deal with, even without the Bouffalant effect. Well, there's a Rapid Fire combo heads. And no! You've got to be joking. That's so unlucky. They just hit me for a straight 3. You've got to be joking. What can I do about that? Literally 0. There's nothing I can do. Right. That sucks. I'm going to Pokegear. Iono is definitely on the ball. So I'm going to get rid of Mawile and Pokegear to get another Archaladon into play. And I can Night Stretcher for an energy. This is looking awful. Is this just a bad matchup? I don't think I could have played any differently. I don't think I've played terribly in any sense. I'm attacking every turn. I mean, I would like to boss this turn, but no, Iono's probably better, right? So let's just Iono and see if that can get us out of this. But if they hit double heads again, like, what do you want me to do? It's impossible to win at that point. Let's just go for a Metal Defender. I'm hoping this is enough, but then it's not, right? Because they can do 90 damage onto me and then just hit me for 2. They've just won. That was impossible. Okay, I'm going to chop that down to a bad matchup. And there's the BM as well. Maybe they haven't noticed. Getting a second Kanga. You must have noticed by now that you have 3 of these bad boys. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? That's not GG. I'm waffling. I'm so waffling. They still have to hit the coin flip. For some reason, I thought they were able to put more than 100 damage onto me, but they're not. Which means getting Fez out next turn if I had the option to would be really good, right? Unless... What is their energy counts? They do have Psychic. So if I go for a Relicanth KO, that's still not really an option. And even then, like, can Relicanth even do it if they get Tails here? If they get heads, it's just GG. Okay, they get Tails, so I'm 10 damage. Honestly, if I had Toro energy, that'd be so nice, but I don't have the energy to fulfill a Toro. So what is my game plan here? It has to be just Relicanth and Prey, no? Like, that is it. Can they ping? They can do damage to me. They can. With a single Psychic energy. That is so possible. But I think I've just got to research and hope for the... There's my stuff. Relicanth. That is the win con. I can get Fez down now as well, to be fair to you, because they can take 2 prizes easily with this. Oh, no. Actually, no. I'm going to hold back on that because I could Artisan. Sorry, not Artisan. I could... Turo, you understand. So what are we praying for here? We're praying for surviving. Okay, in that case, here's what I do. I Night Stretcher and get an energy and attach it to this Pteranodon. If I can survive this one turn and Turo, that would be massive. Does that warrant the Fez? Does that warrant Fezindipity? I don't know, because I've got a lot I need to do here to win. I'm just going to go for the Raging Hammer and hope that they just don't have it like that. I mean, GG if they do. Oh, we get Turo as well. Please let me survive. They promote the Mega Kanga. They've attached the site. Wait, what? What? They must have double switch. There's no... You had game. What? Excuse me? Crispin. Oh, well, fine. Well, no, actually, that doesn't do it. Oh, now it does. Why are you doing this to me? What? You had game and you're doing the long way. Blood could just attach to this and attack. Like, I'm not resisting anything. Like, no, you just KO me, but they've gone for the Crispin move. Wait, did they whiff the Crispin? No, they didn't whiff the Crispin. You've got to be joking me. They passed! What is this, bro? Paid actor much. I'm gonna Turo the hell out of this Archaludon. And I am getting just goosebumps with what the hell is going on right now. I'm so confused. Let's just do this. And this is what we need. This is all I'm gonna have for the rest of the game. I could bundle, right? I could bundle, get a maybe KO on Monkey. Honestly, a bundle on just to get a KO actually makes more sense, doesn't it? Let me check the deck. Hold on. Because I need to boss to win next turn, right? So there's no harm in me getting another Duraludon except for the fact that it could get stuck. So I'm not doing that. Yeah, okay. So the win con for me right now is a boss's orders. And so as it stands, oh, I can also just double bundle, right? So how many stretches do I have? Oh, I might have one stretcher left. Double bundle could do it too. It's better than hitting into the active and then being able to Monkey Dory me, right? I'd rather than have to work to KO me with 2 heads rather than like get Monkey Dory moves. So I am going to bundle. I think bundling is the move. Let's at least force the gust. Hope they don't get the KO on me and then I could win. This has taken an insane turn. They literally had game. I'm not even joking. And they have to now get 2 heads. I mean, if they hit 2 heads again, that is luck purely on their side. I can't do anything about that. A part of me wishes they Gust KO Relicanth so I can Nest Ball for a Fez and dig for boss. Because 1 Pokegear to hopefully find 2 bosses out of 15. I mean, technically, in terms of possibilities, that's... What? That's the perfect outcome. Why didn't you just go for... If you get double heads, you're... Oh, what is this paid actor stuff, bro? For a first game, I don't know what is happening. This is insane. They have thrown the whole thing. And now I've got to just do or die. So I'm going to thin out as much as I can. Let's get Fez out. Boss's orders will do it. I've got an Ultra Ball as well here. Getting rid of these 2. Actually, I'll keep a Duraludon in case I need to like bench and hope that I can get like another Turo play later on down the line if I whiff the boss here. So that's something I have to keep in mind. So I'm going to get another Duraludon because if I do whiff it, then it is a research that I have to do here. Nonetheless, we flip the script and we have to get... Okay, well, if I Power Pad, doesn't it guarantee it? If I just Power Pad 2 boss in, I think that pretty much guarantees it, right? Let's do it. Let's Power Pad 2 bosses in and this should be a boss. I think it's a guaranteed. Maybe not. I don't know. But I had all 4. That was guaranteed. Oh my lord. This deck just finds a... Okay, no. This deck didn't find a way. They threw the game. And that is insane. A crazy dub for the first opener. This is a great example of playing to your outs. I'm sure a lot of you would have scooped the game at some point here, but by sticking through it, somehow we came out with a win, giving us 3 points already. Now, I'm aware it's very early, but in keeping track with those medals, after game 1, we were in 8th place, meaning we start the journey with all but the platinum medal. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going in game 2, as we play against the best deck in the format, Gholdengo. Okay, game 2, we are playing against Gholdengo, as I'm sure I've already disclosed. And going first or second, I think either or is fine. I don't actually know what is correct here. I think my opponent likes to go second. So I think I'm going to take away that privilege from them. So I'm going to go second myself. I hope that doesn't come to backfire because this deck definitely wants to go first, but I'm trying to make a strategic call into this matchup. And oh my lord. I think I made the right call. I mean, I would have had to have found a Carmine and hope, but ultimately what we're hoping for here is they have a little bit of a whiff at the start and we can get ahead of them, because if we go first, the price trade doesn't go in our way unless I get legacy energy, and there's no guarantee I'm going to find it at the right time. So the thought process was, well, if I can come in and go second, they are the first to evolve, but maybe they start with taking a single prizer. I can then come in with the Archaludon and go from there. But they've seemed to just have a fantastic turn 1. Of course, we know Gholdengo is one of the most popular deck in the format. Is it the best? It's up there. I think we can agree on that. But either way, we've got to be careful of this bad boy. We don't want that to get caught in the crossfire. So let's think this through. I think I definitely attach here, right? This has to retreat. That's a guarantee. I'm then going to discard these 2, get myself a Duraludon. Good thing about Duraludon's HP is it's much more difficult for Sorok to KO, so they have to KO with a Gholdengo if they don't boss up my Fez. I don't like Fez already being in play. I just want single prizes. In which case, if I actually get a Turo here, is it worth playing it? Probably not. So I'm going to Power Pad Boss back because it's going into discard anyway, this hand. And I'm going to research. I am not happy with the fact, though, that I didn't get another Duraludon. You're joking. So I have to pass here? If Duraludon goes down, that's a... Oh, my God. No, Duraludon is really bad. I could just lose now if they boss me. Well, that's not good. Here's to hoping they get greedy and take out the Gholdengo, because I still can swing the price trade in my favor as long as I get Legacy out, and I can take when it KOs with Black Belt. Black Belt is the biggest card here, but again, our hand is not looking good. It is not a good opener. They go for an Artisan, though, which I've loved to have had the turn before. Getting themselves another Gimmighoul. They will Arven. That's going to get them some energy for sure. Getting Vessel and an Air Balloon. They're going to play said Vessel, get rid of an Evo to get themselves 2 energy there. That is the Metal and the Fighting. They're going to Vessel again. Pretty sure they're going to be getting a KO here, as they did just also Vessel for 2 extra fighting, so we know they've got that. They've got Retrieval going in. That's going to get them free energy back. They've definitely got this KO. They played Arven, right? So there's no boss. Okay, that's the good thing. You know it's mad. You know your hand is not good when you're like, that KO on the feds is a good outcome, brother. Tough times we be living in, hard. Start in the feds, only getting the one Duraludon. It's not ideal. Let's go for an Artisan. I need to get another Duraludon down, though, that's for sure. And the hand, again, is not that great. I've got nothing really to do apart from punch into Gholdengo. Maybe I just swing with Hammer in, but that also feels pretty bad. I mean, I'm gonna have to make them work for the KO, but odds are they're gonna get it. This is Gholdengo. It does not struggle to hit 300 ever. But if I punch into it, I can... No, even punching with Hammer in doesn't work. Okay, right, my hand's tied, man. It's either I punch into Dengo, or I boss up a Lunatone, or I boss up a Gimmighoul. I'm thinking of bossing up Lunatone or something. Let me look at their discard. Oh, I'm thinking of bossing up Solrock. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to boss up Solrock and KO it. I don't know if this is the right call, but my hands are super tied. And I'm thinking if I boss up this Solrock and KO it, then it gives them at least less draw, assuming they don't find a recovery for it. You know what I mean? And if they swing for us and kind of whiff a little bit, maybe we could Raging Hammer. I don't know. That promotion of the Gimmighoul, though, is, well, very telling. There you go. Interesting they didn't promote the one with the Metal energy, though. Maybe it's Air Balloon? Yeah, it's Air Balloon. Okay. That's to be expected, to be fair. And after a coin bonus again, they're going to go for an Artisan here. And again, if they just whiff the KO, a Relicanth is going to be our savior. But with that Fez coming down, I mean, Lord, 11 card in hand, bro. Confidence is super low here. Superior energy retrieval. This is so telling. I mean, obviously, what I've got to do is just Duraludon again and boss KO this and hope, right? If I get a Legacy, that would be nice. But I don't know. Yeah, that is tough. We didn't even need to use your retrievals. They just had it. Oh, no, they did use one. Okay. I have to play Legacy. I lose if I don't play Legacy. It's as simple as that. So I'm not going to boss Fez. I think I need to dig. Let's just recover a Duraludon. Archaludon, sorry, and just evolve. And it's got to be Legacy. Let me just make sure the prizes are there, man. That's what I've got to hope for here. This is an absolute disaster, but you just have to run with it, right? Is Legacy in deck? It is. Oh my God, Zerosic would have been kind of nice at some point, but no, our hands have been tied. Let's Vessel, thin out a little bit more. What do you mean research? I've got Carmine. Why did I think I was researching? Am I okay? Let's just do this. I'm gonna have to Carmine and pray. Bro, just give me Legacy. That's all I need. It keeps me just in. No. I don't even have the energy, bro. Oh, okay, I have it on Nest Ball here, but they're gonna boss. Oh, yeah. It's a wrap, bro. It's... Let's see if you've got it, eh? Let's see if you've got the KO on me. Yay. In comes the coin bonus. They evolve again. They coin bonus again, and they'll probably do it one more time on the bench. There you go. Arven coming in. They already had a retrieval. That's double retrieval, if I recall. I didn't disrupt their hand in any way. So if they play one more retrieval after this one, I'm just going to scoop. I think they've got it, but you have to, like, play to your outs, right? Yeah, there we go. That's going to be more than enough. So let's scoop it up and just forget about that. Erase that from our memories and just go to the next one. That game there was brutal, and although I think we lost from the start, I still could have played better. Thinking back, going first was smarter in my opinion, as it's difficult for them to take a KO on me with Solrock anyway, and in drawing more cards sooner, I might have been able to find the cards I needed sooner. Plus, I think bossing the Lunatone was a bad idea too, given Gholdengo has so much behind it. Trying to slow it down is pointless if they have a decent setup. Either way, we take our first loss of the video, keeping us at 3 points, bringing us down to 34th place place just outside of the top 32. So there are no medals in sight. But again, it's still very early doors. And in taking those lessons forward, we get into the next game as we play Mega Venusaur. Let's see who wins the coin flip in this matchup. Us going first would be really nice. I just want to target those Ogerpons all day and night. And we are going to be able to go first. Let's go for it, baby. This one is a matchup I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it. Although this Venusaur did recently get first place in an online tournament, so it's nothing to be scuffed at, that's for sure. But if I can get aggressive, get set up, and hopefully get a few gust plays on some Ogerpon, we could be talking. I think aggression is the key here, so let's work on exactly that. I'm going to throw this bad boy down, go like this into a Pokemon. I'm honestly I'm debating going into our Chaladon here, because if I hit... No, I was going to say if I don't want to give them this Squawkabilly as an easy KO option. I was thinking if I hit the Carmine off this Pokegear, then I can just straight Pokegear without worrying. And if I don't get it, then I can obviously Ultra Ball again and just go straight into Squawk. But in that case, it's probably better for me to get something else out. So I'm going to get a Mawile down, actually. Not down, sorry. I'm going to get it out. That's something that can be discarded if I whiff the Carmine. Okay, there's Carmine, which means now I can Ultra Ball and not worry so much about Squawk. Although I could draw into some absolute hot garbage. What is going on here for that? I have 3 Carmine. I have 2 Research. Oh, I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, man. I don't want to give them Squawkabilly. I really don't. So let's just Carmine and we should be fine. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Although I don't like relying on a Poke. Do you know what? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm not playing. Let's Squawk up here. Let's just do it. I said I wanted to get aggressive. I've got to get aggressive. I'm just going to go in and hopefully draw a little bit more fire off of this. And that's much more like it for me. Yeah, I'm just going to end turn. I've got the evolution swing. No boss. I have gotten rid of how many? Just 1, but that's okay. Again, not a fan of this Squawk, although I can use Turo to pick it up at some point, so it's not the end of the world. But I think it's safe to say I think I did need that. So there's Forest Vitality coming down, Bug Catching set. As they get a Bayleaf and a Grass Energy from that, they're going to attach to the active and just simply Bugs Cannon. Bricking a little bit by the looks of it. Hey, I mean, I'm all for that. I am so for that, baby. Bundle as well. Oh, okay. Now you're speaking my language. Let's evolve here and Assembly Alloy. I think I am going to bundle this Chikorita because that's like, they've got Bayleaf in hand. I'm not letting them do that, bro. No chance in any worlds. I'm going to go for either a Relicanth here to be a little bit of a threat or another Duraludon. I'll do another Duraludon just for potential plays, you know? And considering that I am going for research, I'm going to Night Stretcher bundle back and bench it. It might be too heavy play here, but I think we'll be fine. That's looking Gucci. I'm going to Vessel this away. And I could evolve, but I don't want to just keep accelerating 1 energy. Boss, though, that's very nice. Let's just go for a Metal Defender. And this is a very good start for us. I'm happy with this. Again, just waiting for those 2 prizes to hit the board and I can start punishing. Or if they, you know, are constantly trying to get their Chikoritas out or Bulbasaurs, again, I can target them with Boss. Not with an Iono, that's for sure. Unless I get one. I mean, this deck has so many Gust options. Oh, that's kind of weird, actually. They do Nest Ball nonetheless, and that is for a Fez. And they Nest Ball yet again for Bulbasaur. Seems like they're finding their stride. And Ivysaur straight away. Do they get Venusaur off the bat? Not just yet. They're going to flip the script. If they don't get a basic, they're in huge trouble because of this bundle, by the way. They do recover 1 Chikorita with the rod. And they Bugs Cannon. Whoa! Yeah, this bundle is doing so much heavy lifting right now. Because I'm forcing them to constantly bring up things they don't want to bring up. Like, obviously, you have to give me Ivysaur here, right? You don't give me Fez. Yeah, there you go. I think I'm going to Night Stretcher it back. Although, I think I definitely Night Stretcher a Chaladon. That's a guarantee. Because I can get it going. And that's fine with me. Don't think I should evolve this one, though, because they could soften it up to a point when they get a KO with, like, a Venusaur or something. So maybe I'll just let them have this and evolve into this one for now. So we'll do that. And yeah, so now I'm debating, do I try and find something with this Pokegear before Carmining, or do I even Carmine? Honestly, holding the hand's kind of fine, because I could use this to find Boss next turn to just boss up Fez, right? So with that said, though, I could Carmine now and just dig further. I don't know. I think holding's better. I don't want to, like, overuse my Night Stretchers as well. So I'm just going to Metal Defender, and we'll take it from there. But it's looking good. It's looking nice. It's looking like a very, very good start for us. As we do get an Ultra Ball from the prizes. Okay. Oh, to be fair, that could have been a Turo turn to pick up Squawk. No, that's true. They do get an Ogerpon down. They are going to Ultra Ball here as they get rid of a Lily and a Turo. So they've definitely got draw supporters. Grabbing themselves a Chikorita. They do bench it, evolve straight into Bayleaf and straight into Meganium. So that Bug Cannon's now going to be doing some decent damage with a couple energy. There's a Teal Dance. And that's, oh yeah, the more I think about it, maybe I should have Pokegear to like try and find a Turo to like, and then, yeah, now that I think about it, I think I've done this wrong. Especially with the potential Toad Screw, I've got to think about that as well. And let me guess, this is going to be a draw supporter. It's a Lily. That is a disgusting turn from my opponent, by the way. Oh my god, they got Venusaur out. Ay, ay, ay. Everything's popping off for them. And I think I've done this wrong. I think I should have Pokegeared, try to find a turret. If I whiff, just Carmine and dig a little bit further to find those bosses to win. But with that all said, I'm still feeling pretty comfortable because I'm ahead of the prize trade. A couple gusts and I just win. So suffice to say, I'm feeling okay. Oh, I do not like that Toad Screw though. That's one thing that is frustrating, but I do have 2 charged up Archaladons. There is like no serious pressure. They have ways to win the game on the board, so it's not like I need more attackers, because obviously they're just going to try and go for Archaladon, Squawk, Archaladon. But regardless, if anything, they're just going to go for a Bugs Cannon here, or they could retreat, but what do you do after that? Nothing, right? So you just have to Bugs Cannon, maybe Duraludon, maybe Squawk. No, they are going to retreat, so they must have... Oh, no, they must have attachment for turn. Oh, you do know that I have Relicanth in the deck, but it's not enough, actually. Relicanth doesn't do it, right? Oh, that's so true. They're only hitting 210. So my Relicanth's only going to make me hit 290, which won't KO Mega. Oh, it's a boss. Straight up boss. I'm going to go into the Fez. Lovely. That is great. I'll throw an energy down here. And again, I think I just hold. I shouldn't Ultra Ball for Archaladon or anything like that. I could just boss and win next turn yet again. So I'm just going to Metal Defender here for a KO and hope I just get one more boss to see me through by KOing that Ogerpon. That's what we're praying for here. Of the prizes? No. They go for a Teal Dance, however, and a Bug Catching set, getting themselves an Ogerpon and an energy. They benched the Ogerpon because, yeah, it makes sense, right? So looking at this matchup, was it better for my opponent to just not bench any 2 prizes and just try and get Venusaurs and Meganians out and then just like attack with Venusaur for 2 energy? Yeah, you have to attach every turn, but you can tank so much and even heal on top. Right? I don't know. I'm just speaking of potentials here right now. I'm not really going too hard on it. They only take the 1 prize because of the legacy energy. Aye, aye, aye. So do I go for gold? Do I dig? Do I try and get Fez? Do I try and find that boss? Double Pokegear, mind you. I think I have to go for it by getting rid of these 2. And I'll get another Archaladon. I mean, you know. Oh, no, but I should just get Fez, shouldn't I? I should get Fez because I can Carmine if I whiff. Yeah, all right, I'm fezzing up, bro. I'm fezzing up. I'm feeling good. Let's go for a flip script. A power pad would be lovely. It's a power pad. Okay, guaranteed again? Just like the game with the Kangaskhan? I mean, if I whiff this off 2 Pokegears, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. And no, we don't. That is a clean finish. Pure... Yeah. I don't blame you, mate. That was disgusting. I feel bad myself. With a clean result like that, I don't think it's worth dwelling too much on what we could have done better. And so with this win, we have a total of 6 points. Plus, we've also been pushed into the 21st place position, which is within the top 32, but just outside of the top 16 silver medal. And with us needing 10 points or to be in the top 8 players by the end of this phase, we need to hope for the best as we play against Marnie's Grimmsnarl. All right, I think we're probably going to be going first. I mean, going first is good for us, right? But it depends what our opponent chooses. We are, of course, playing Grimmsnarl, and I don't know this matchup. I'll be real. I have no idea how this one goes. So it's going to be quite the journey, one would say. That said, the opening hand is clean. So, if my opponent has a few struggles here and there, I would love that. It's a shame we got Xerosix now. I love Xerosix late game. Obviously, it's mainly there for Alakazam, but I don't know what's the priority here in terms of what to target. I think it's most likely... Relicanth. Do you know what? I'm not going to bench Relicanth. I'm actually just going to straight up throw it in the bin, and I can recover it if I really desperately need it. But I think I want to be targeting the Frostlasses, I think, because that's what's really going to allow the Grimmsnarl to creep up. This will give me what I want next turn. No, it won't. It won't do that. Do I want to Squawk, though? Probably not, right? That is free food for that deck. I just don't want to risk it, man. What's the support account? Do you know what? I think I'm just going to say no to playing Squawkabilly. I'm so tempted to because the hand's not too convincing. But for now, man, it's really all about making sure that I don't give them easy things to target. So And it looks like they're struggling a little bit. Nope, there's the Spikemuth. They're going to have that for free, by the way. We don't play stadiums, so that Spikemuth is sticking. That's very bad. I honestly think our game plan is just to Turo as much as we can and boss as much as we can. It's almost like that's the point of the deck. There's a Nest Ball coming in as they go for a Marnie's Impidimp, and they Spikemuth as well, which will allow them to get another Imp. There you go. Oh, I feel like I'm playing RuneScape. There's the bench, and they even get the bundle. Hello. Actually, that kind of is a nuisance, considering I don't have any energy in the discard pile, which means I can't Ultra Ball here for an Alakazam to straight away go for it. Okay, well, they pass. What's the top deck? A boss. Man, would I love to just have outs to Duraludon right now. So, here's what I think I do. I think I Ultra Ball to get Duraludon. No, I can't Ultra Ball for Duraludon here because I have to evolve into something and I won't be able to attack if I do that. So I think I do Ultra Ball stuff away, but what do I get with it? I mean, I could get Bundle. Bundle, I mean, yeah, anything but... Man, I'll just throw Monkey in the active, so maybe I don't even get that. What about like Quad Duraludon? Is that like a move? Is that... I might do it. I might do it. If I want to just like keep shuffling Duraludons for this game, it might be a way to go. Not if you just get a boss off the gear. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, no. Okay. I also could have just bossed up Snorunt and took it out, but no, I decided to go for the greed. Okay, that's bad. God, this tournament is so back and forth. It's like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good. Here we are again, where it's bad. They're going to Arven. They're going to be able to get Marnie's Grimmsnarl right off the bat, and I am pure dead draw right now. That is not good. There is a secret box as I do play it. Getting rid of an Evolution, a Shaman, and a Lily's Determination. And they get Candy Balloon. I believe that was Artisan and also a Lily. Was it another Spikemuth? I don't know, to be honest with you. As they get themselves a Morgrem out. Clearly, they have the Grimmsnarl in hand. And after evolving into Morgrem, they're going to be retreating. I would expect it to Impidimp, not Maractus, right? Oh, well, that's an interesting... I swear they got Candy, didn't they, with the thing? Oh, it's a Fez. I mean, it's going to get me out of this horrible hand, but didn't they get Candy? Yeah, well, okay. All right, sure thing. I guess they're biding their time. I'm going to bench this. We know they've got Air Balloons, so they're just going to retreat. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I'm so confused. I'll pass. I'll play ball. Maybe they were expecting me to take a KO this turn, so they throw up Maractus. Me, you know, if I pop off, get Duraludon, swing into it, and then take the damage from Maractus, which should soften it up for a KO, or an easier KO further down the line. So maybe they overcommitted in some way to banking on what I would do, rather than just getting Grimmsnarl out and attacking, realizing I am misplaying. Yeah, I don't know. No, you can't have prized all your Grimmsnarls. No way. That's just not happening. Unless they're trying to do this, you know, trapping the active strat, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, and I'll be honest with you, I can't. It's all a little bit confusing for me. Either way, they move damage off even more and pass yet again. To be fair, it's nothing wrong with them taking their time, right? Okay, so what's the move here? Obviously, I Legacy, right? But should I Legacy Boss punch the Frostlass or Legacy Pass? It's hard to tell if Legacy's even the move. They can't remove said Legacy energy, that's for sure. So I think I do still attach it. If I punch, though, I give them Monkey Dory damage, which I don't want to give them. I could throw Morgrem into the active and maybe force a move, but... there's like no pressure. I'm just going to pass up again. And it does suck, them having all this Monkey Dory freedom, I guess. If only I was able to, you know, get a Chaladon out. That'd be nice. Oh, they're going to go for a boss. Yeah, they're just playing the slow game. I mean, I'm not going to judge it. It's risky, mind you, but I wouldn't say it's a bad call. You can slowly build up over time to be able to allow our Chaladon to get KO'd by Grimmsnarl. Although that's a lot of damage you got to do. Or just take KOs on the single prizes. I think that's a bit... mad though going for this one because you put the energy in the discard pile, which only makes it easier for me to get an Chaladon charged up, you know what I mean? Either way, that Frostlass has to go, man. Black Belt's training, you gotta be kidding me. Do I need to Spikemuth, bro? But I know if I Spikemuth, I'm gonna get garbage next turn because I'm gonna shuffle the good cards away. I have to pass. Okay, well look, we have Fez. If anything, they're gonna KO Duraludon this turn with the monkeys. It's gonna activate Fez. I can Fez, and I'm gonna find a way. What would I boss up? Is it Frostlass? I think it is Frostlass, isn't it? Because it's what's given the Monkey Dories the stuff to work with. Yeah, it's gotta be. They could also decide right now to go for Grimmsnarl if they want to, assuming they have another Air Balloon, which they don't, actually. They've overcommitted the Air Balloon. That's interesting. They're going to go for a candy now, though. And how else would they... I'm looking at their deck, and I don't see any way they can retreat this Maractus apart from double attaching to it, which is kind of funny. They've kind of trapped themselves. Maybe that's a late game trap for us to bear in mind. No, they're obviously just... Yeah, okay, they're attaching. They're getting ready for that. They're not even going to go for corner, which is very strange. But they've taken a knockout. I can play Pokemon. Of course. I think I go for research. I don't even think I throw Fez down. That is such a prime target for them. They can literally just like boss that, KO it next turn without even thinking. So I'm just going to straight research, man, and hope that I get something here. All right, it's an Archaludon. It's a wait. I've got double Turo. That feels nice. Let's just play with these Turos and see if we can make some magic happen. I'm still not feeling confident, though. I'm not feeling very good about all this. So they can move. They can... I think they can just about get the KO here. Oh, that is concerning because of the Frost Slash. The Frost Slash chip damage allows them to take the KO. Should I have not attacked? No, but they would have retreated and attacked me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked that turn. Gosh, this is so tough. I'm trying to navigate, but it's... Yeah, it's a difficult one. Especially with Triple Monkey. This is just what makes Grimmsnarl so good. The Triple Monkey is so deadly. I mean, please, Iona. Thank you. I mean, if I can get a return KO on this somehow, I would love that. Give me an Archaludon and a max. Okay, not max belt. Black belt training is what I was meaning to say. I did also get rid of a black belt training, didn't I? Okay, so... Right. None of this feels good, but hey-ho. They're going to move 30 to the active. They need to move 30 more to the active, but it would actually be correct to move 30 to the bench and then 20 to the active, although I don't think it matters. Oh, no, it does, right? Yeah. Oh, no, they moved 20 off the Grimmsnarl. Yeah, of course. I don't know what I'm thinking there. And that's going to give them perfect maths. This is what makes Grimmsnarl so good and makes us struggle. Right. Safe to say, I need to gust that Frost Slash because they are getting the maths every time now. But I don't have the hand for it. The hand isn't giving it to me. Let's see. It's an energy. Okay. Let's go for a vessel. I'll get rid of the energy and get 2 more. I've got to, like, do something here. I mean, I could bundle, take a prize card, maybe try and work on getting a... Oh, yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna get him more well. My hands are tied, man. I've lost all my Turos. That's just not happening. This is very bad. Yeah. I don't know what to say, man. I'm lost for words. I'm going to have to just evolve. And I don't think I punch into anything. I think I need to take a prize card here, if anything. So let's do that. Let's go for a bundle and just take a prize card, man. And obviously just going to give me Morgrem, although it's very risky. Oh, no. Okay, no, they'll give me Monkey Dory. I still think it's enough for them to take the win. But yeah, I don't know. Vessel coming in. Okay. Freezing Shroud coming in. Oh, it's the bricking. That's the issue. As they go for a Spikemuth, they can get themselves another Grimmsnarl if they want to. As they get, well, they're going to go for an Impidimp. Okay, sure thing. This was a game I really needed to win. As they get another Monkey Dory. This is... I feel like I'm looking at an impossible game. I feel like I should just scoop right now. Like, there's no way to win, even slightly. But I'm going to hold out because you just have no idea how things can go. With that said, though, don't they kind of already have it? They can move so much damage. All they need to do... Are they going to boss? Oh, no, yeah. Can they just boss? No, you can't boss KO this. Can you? No. No, you can't. Okay, they can't boss KO this. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to bypass the legacy energy, but can't I just attach retreat and then... no. Oh, no. Well, I could go for a Relicanth, but... They're going to KO me anyway. And I think they're setting up a really big turn here. Turo would be lovely. Turo would be amazing. Turo could actually, like, save me, you know? But of course we don't get it because who gets what they want in life? You know what I mean? What I will do, though, is go and grab Fez because I'm desperate. I am so desperate. Let's get Relicanth out as well. We'll do... Oh, no. Relicanth is... Did we discard it? We did, didn't we? Okay. Well, there you go. Let's just Earth and Vessel, get an energy. I am so defeated right now mentally, but I have to just play. Oh, wait, I can't flip scripts. GG. That is so depressing, that game. That was really tough, man. It's at these moments where mental strength is needed, as I had every right to be upset, not only at myself for misplays, but also at the unfortunate bricking I was subject to. But I knew that giving into tilt was the worst thing to do. So although we still only have 6 points and have been knocked down to 38th, losing our bronze medal, I acknowledged my emotions, accepted them, and focused on the facts. Remember, we need 16 points to advance. And with 4 games left and 12 points up for grabs, it is still possible to get 10 points and get through to the next round. Now, don't get me wrong, that is still a tall order, but it is possible. So let's see if we can achieve this as we get into our next game, playing against Joltik Gholdengo. Joltik Gholdengo is scary, but I think if I can get in quick, I can do some work. I'm fired back up. Okay, a game is a game. We have to go to the next one right away and leave that in the past. passed. Let's hope we can get super aggressive here. And I think I'm going to switch up my playstyle a little bit and take a few more risks. I think me not putting down Squawk, not digging, not really trying to make sure I have the plays I need is what's punishing me. I need to just be more aggressive, even if it has the risk. That's the idea that I have now. We'll see how that plays out, of course, as we start Relicam and double gear. Okay, look, it's not actually that bad, ultimately, right? I think I'll double gear first. If I don't get a Carmine, I'll Squawk. But I would prefer to Ultra Ball for a Duraludon first, right? Let's just see. All right, I'm gonna do... Oh, wait, I just Ultra Balled. You know what? Screw it. We're here for a good time, not a long one, baby. I'm throwing Squawk down. I don't care. I'm digging. I'm going crazy. Okay, low-key punished for that, but fine. I'm going to Carmine. I'm not going to gear for something else. I want my supporters. Thank you very much. Let's Nest Ball here. Get one Duraludon down. Okay, low-key. Don't want to Squawk, but I think I'm just going to do it. Get another one down. What's my stretches looking like? I'll have 3 after this. I think I'm just going to do it, man. I'm just going to do it. Never say never. I just said it. Okay. I think I shall pass there, although not the biggest fan of not having any boss here, he says after throwing it all to the bottom of the discard pile. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm hoping they can hold that Genesect in the active. That said, they can pretty much do a lot if they get their trolley. 4 Arv and 4 Gear. Odds are they are pulling off a Jolting Charge this turn. And now that I think about it, it was probably bad for me to bench this then because of the Iron Hands. I am not thinking, bro. That's why I'm losing. I'm not thinking properly. But it's fine. I will top deck a boss and boss up. What do I boss up? Miraidon? Latias? I don't know. Oh, they don't even go for the hands. Okay, that's fair. They're just going instantly into Pikachu charge up, which, yeah, makes sense to be honest. That Resolute Heart is not something we can bypass at the meantime, as they just charge it up like it's nobody's business. Rightio. So, what, we're keeping a single prize board? Is that the game plan? I don't Archaladon. I just take out the Joltik for a single prize. That seems like the move. Yeah, it does seem like the play, doesn't it? I think I'm just going to Iono here. I would like to save my 1 copy of Iono, but I still need to draw cards, man. So let's do that. And from there, we do have the bundle. Don't really want it. I think I'm just going to go for the Hammering. Again, would be lovely to have a boss. And there it is. Just need an Archaladon now. Our game plan, I think, is obviously to try and get these 2 taken out quickly. But this is going to be super hard to deal with the Pikachu because I can't just Gust KO that. That's something where they're going to KO me. And I'm going to be a little bit stuck because I have to poke it before anything happens. I mean, if they Gust the Squawk, it may be worth just poking with Duraludon and hoping for the best. But then you've got Gholdengo to worry about too. There's a Metallic Signal though. Here's the hope that they just they go for a Topaz Bolt on my Duraludon. That said, yeah, they're gonna boss up the Squawk. That's just a clear. The one time I'm like, you know, I'll play Squawk. I'll go for it. I get punished. But let's not write everything off just yet. I'm gonna get an Archaladon top deck guaranteed. I'm gonna boss up a Latias or something. Or if anything, Genesect, I don't know. And then see where we go from there. That was a disgusting 600. Gotta remember I have Legacy as well on my side. That's something to bear in mind. So we can still benefit from the prize trade. Just need to get the right cards. And that isn't it. Okay. So what you're saying is I should Zerosic Machination. No. I think I fail it and then just poke this Pikachu to be able to deal with it. Keep a single prize board for the time being and just Carmine. It feels bad. It does. Why did I attach to the active? I don't know. Let's go for a Hammer in. At least have that be dealt with. If they want to go for a KO, they can attach Topaz Bolt again. Or they can obviously retreat and make it rain. That's up to them, to be fair. There's a Earthen Vessel here. And they go for an Iron Hand. In the discard pile, grabbing 2 Metal Energy. Attaching, and they are going to Topaz Bolt. All right. In that case, I think I'm just going to have to go for an Archaladon KO. I need to dig for that Legacy, man. I need to discard these bosses again. But we do also have options for Black Belt. Let me just double check again. Yeah, we do still have 2 Black Belt in here, so that's how we deal with Gholdengo. Again, it's all about legacy energy, I think, at this point in time. If I'm understanding price trade correctly, and odds are I'm not. But here we are. Let's go for a Vessel. Let's get 2 energy out. I could Nest Ball for nothing, basically. Nice stretcher. I know I'm definitely getting an Archie out, that's for sure. And I'll throw that down. I desperately need Legacy next turn. Well, even then, no. I don't think it matters, does it, really? Not necessarily. All right, well, I'm going to research. And there's Black Belt. There is Legacy. I could Mawile. That's a potential outcome, isn't it? Yeah, I could Mawile away Gholdengo. But they're just going to KO me afterwards unless I hand disrupt them. So I need to get lucky. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. I need the top deck of a lifetime. So I'm going to Nest Ball Ball and throw down another Duraludon. I'm going to Ultra Ball and get rid of... Oh, that feels terrible, though. I'm doing it, though. I'm doing it. I'm taking risks, man. I'm taking risks. We're getting our Chaladon. If I can get Zerosic, that would be kind of nice. Because next turn, I can straight up evolve into Morwow and hit... Oh, no, I can't hit 260, though. Well, I can Black Belt to KO Gholdengo next turn, if anything. Oh, there's two Chaladon. Okay. But I don't think it matters. I think the prize trade's working in their favor because I whiffed one turn. Because of that Resolute Heart, right? Oh, but benching the Joltik. You've given me an option now that I didn't know I had, and I would love for a boss to have, because I could boss up with a single prize Pokemon, take it out, and then finish off with Black Belt. Oh, but I need the cards, and I don't have it. Right, well, there is a superior energy retrieval. To get rid of a Galvantula and an air balloon. And they will make it rain for what is likely a one-hit KO. Yep, there it is, baby. So my win con is Legacy, Boss, Joltik, and they don't have Boss for Gate. This deck plays 4 Boss's orders. It's happening. There's nothing I can do about that. And the top deck isn't there. Well, spray and pray, baby. Spray and pray. I'm going to have to do the Legacy energy, but it's just one turn too late. One turn too late. One can pray, though. One can pray. Let's do the Black Belts. Let's just insta-KO Gholdengo. And all we can do now is pray that they don't have a one-hit KO and a boss. I mean, the odds are so high for them. Turo Night Stretcher. Hello. You can obviously just Genesect here. Dig with Gholdengo. Hopefully find it, right? You need to hit another 300 again, which isn't easy. Let's be real. And if all else fails, they can retreat into Pikachu. So they have fail-safe options that I don't have as well. There's a Pokegear coming in, though, as they do go for Brock Scouting from that. Okay. They do play 2 of them in this deck, mind you. That's something they play. And man, what I would give to see a boss again, but they're all like, there's 3 in a discard pile, 3 Pokegear, odds of boss, power pad gone, odds of boss are so low. If they whiff this turn, just drawing into it would be amazing. But I don't know. They're playing very oddly. I don't know if they have it or not. They may have prized the Gholdengo. I mean, that's a possibility. That would be terrible prizing, if I'm honest with you. I think the odds are low, right? You go for Fez, you've probably got it. They Genesect a while ago. I'm assuming they did Genesect for 2 Dengos, though. I'm trying to find Genesect on the battle log. They conceded! What? No! Hey, listen, bro. You can check the records, bro. You see their name will be on the record. No paid actor stuff here. What is going on? Is this a chance? I have to win 3 games after this, by the way, to do... Oh, if I somehow get through on this, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. They said GG's. I said GG's. I've asked why the scoop. They're not replying. I don't know why they scooped there. They must have, like, ran out of attackers. The only guess I can ultimately come to was that they prized Gholdengo and they had no other way. Yeah, look, they said it here. Look, I'll go back into it. 1 of 2 Gholdengo was prized. Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah, there you go. That was my guess. So they prized Gholdengo and clearly had nothing left. No way to put enough energy on Pikachu and delay you 3 turns, lol. That's fair. That's fair. All right. I don't know why, but Lady Luck is on our side right now. Is this a sign? Are we about to go on a golden run to obtain the points we need to advance? Only time will tell. But with 9 points on the board and sitting at 29th place, regaining our bronze medal, we get straight into the next one as we face the terrifying Alakazam. But need I remind you of the ace up our sleeve? Let's see if it comes into play. Alakazam is a scary one, that's for sure. I definitely want to be going first here, and I also want to make sure I get Zerosic at the very right time. But the thing is, with the way this deck functions, it discards everything so much that just starting as Zerosic feels like hell. Let's open up with the Relicanth here and just, let's begin. Let's see. Safe to say my opponent is happy for going first here. They do go for the Enriching, and they do get the Puffin. I was low-key hoping they whiffed that, but they didn't. And they do indeed get 2 Abras down. They do bench the Dunsparce as well. And it's over to me. Okay, Iono, also a big card. But I have to discard it. Okay, I have Power Pad, so that's something. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Ultra Ball these 2 away, I think. I think I'm going to play Pokegear just to get extra thinning in. I need to hope that this can work out. I think I do attach the energy to Relicanth as well. Is there anything I want to be getting rid of here? I mean, Black Belt is just a dead card, isn't it? So I can get rid of Black Belt. Turo could come in handy at some point as well. These are support cards that are going to be super helpful for us, but I have to get rid of Iono, which does suck. but hey, what can you do? Do I just pass from here? I think so. Yeah, I think a pass is definitely warranted. If they whiff Alakazam, I'm just going to Kadabra. I could boss that up and hope. Either way, my opponent's going to need 15 cards in hand to be able to one-hit KO me. That's not going to be difficult if you know how Alakazam plays, as they do go into a Dunsparce here and run away draw. They need to pivot, so they're not going into the active is interesting. And honestly, is there a game plan here? This is an idea I'm going to throw out and explore, but is there a game plan where I basically keep a single board state and let the game develop as much as I can, let them draw their gigantic hand and then hit them with a Zerosic, forcing them to discard what would be basically most of their deck? Is that what I do? But they're going to see that, right? They're not stupid. They're going to see that coming. So I don't know if that's a viable move. Let's get rid of Nest Ball here with the Vessel, and that's going to instantly get what we need with our Chaladon. I think I am just going to gust this Abra for now. I mean, I might as well just get going in nice and aggressive. They're going to be drawing massive hands anyway, so let's just go in. Let's gust the Abra. I think that's what we do. I think that's the case. And if we survive a hit, unlikely, but if we survive a hit, I have Turo ready to go too. It's all on the old dice, isn't it? This deck's very gambly, isn't it? It's very, very gamba, as we do take out an Abra there. I think that was the best I could do. Again, still toying with the juggling with single prize board state, hoping to find late game Zerosic move. As they go for a Nest Ball, which will get them Fez, so that's something for them. And they will flip the Skibidi Toilet. I will never say that again. Actually, that's a lie. I probably will. And a Great Ball. They play 2 Great Balls in this list, by the way. And they get Alakazam. Okay, odds are they probably have Candy in hand. I mean, that's probably going to happen here. Wondrous Patch is coming in too, as they've thrown Enriching on the active Dunsparce. Just simply evolving into your Pokemon is going to give you exactly what you need to KO me. But there is a pause. What does that mean? Counter Catcher. Right. Okay. I could Turo. I could Turo now and just swing. But why does that feel bad? Well, no, like, them not having Enriching Energy is a good thing. So maybe I do just pull off a Turo here. Yeah, I think Turo's the play. I don't think I just pass. Oh, boss, man. It'd be so good if I could just boss this up, but that's fine. I think I can get away with Turo. I think it has to happen, right? Let's just do it. Let's just go in. We got to take our chances, man. We have what we need next turn for another Archaladon, so I'm just going to go in. I could also boss up Fez. That's something I can also do next turn with the current hands. Although, that said, I'm not happy with the hand. It's, again, like most games, looking pretty awkward. Even with all the supporters and supporter search we have, it just feels a bit rough. There's a flip the script. They do get Kadabra. Okay. Is my opponent just bricking here? Because they could have Kadabra'd onto this one, but they Kadabra'd onto the one with the energy, which is an interesting move. And they boss again? What is going on? Are they just not seeing a Candy? I don't understand this. There's another energy down, but they're just not retreating their Dunsparces. Right. Another Archaladon. Oh, I don't think I have enough to get it in the discard pile. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, I'm going to Vessel anyway for thinning's sake, right? I think I just do that. Like, that gives me thinning. Wait, no, I can accelerate and retreat and then boss up Kadabra or boss up Fez, but that seems like a bad idea. Yeah, because I could evolve, attach, retreat, but then if they KO me in return, I have nothing. Literally 0. So I think it's best for me to just hammer in this time around. There's no point in me gusting, but I think my trump card here is my ability to Gust KO Fez next turn. I might be able to just win on pure prize trade by that point. So as it stands, it's going in our favor, but for now, there is the Alakazam. That is 20 cards in hand, 400 damage. They could boss me up. That's something they could also do. They evolve into Dunsparce. They definitely have a boss. I think they're going to boss up our Chaladon. I will have a response. That's for sure. They do save the Dunsparce instead of using it. That's very smart. And I can't lie, a boss is a bit painful. It makes it a little bit awkward to be able to follow up the turn afterwards, but it is what it is. I think I just need to boss Fez. I think I need to boss Fez and hope. Like, I can obviously Night Stretcher for a Duraludon. That's good. So I think as long as I just keep taking KOs, I win. I think that's what we're going to do. Ultra Ball is nice. Okay, let's Night Stretcher. Let's get ourselves a Duraludon down. I think that's definitely the play. We do this. We evolve into the Arch, like so. And I have to think about what I've got to do here, okay? Because if I attach now, I can't Fez next turn after they KO me. Oh, no, but I'm getting 2 prize cards here, so I can attach. Okay, no. I'm attaching. I'm doing it. I'm getting 2 prize cards here. I can Fez if I want to next turn. That's okay. Again, just keep taking KOs, get a Legacy in there, and I think we can win on prize trade. Zerosic from the hands! Oh, sorry. Prize cards. That's big, especially if they get greedy. Well, not even, right? They can't win it KO me after that, no? They've only got 12 cards. That's it. They have to... Yeah. Zerosic is a game changer. They did just stretch and get another Abra down. But wait, no, they still can, right? Because Xerosic after this would mean they still can go to 15 to KO me. But if they do that, they deck out. So, again, big turn. I'm gonna have to Arch Halidon and hope I survive, though. That's the thing. But the thing is, though, wait, if they do manage to get back up and KO me, they just win. It doesn't matter about deck out. But can you do that? Can you get back to 15? Probably, right? Okay. Oh, this is tough. This is tough because I might have to Fez here, but then that can give them a boss KO. I'm going to Xerosic first. If they get rid of boss, and they have no boss recovery, by the way, they do, however, have counter catcher. So I need to see counter catchers in discard pile. If a boss goes in a discard pile, I can throw Fez down because it's safe. But if not, I might have to just Ultra Ball into Arch Halidon and pray. But this is a massive Xerosic. This is exactly why I put it in this deck. The deck I played did not have Xerosic, but I decided to put it in specifically for this matchup. And let's see what's in the discard pile. I didn't see a single boss go away there. No. Okay. I have to Arch Halidon. It's as simple as that. I can't Fez. I can't. I'm not allowed to. I will lose. That's going to happen. I have to give him a 300 HP, 2-prize Pokemon that they cannot KO without decking out. And of course, you know, get it. If they get it, fair play. Like, that's that, right? I don't get Legacy, unfortunately. I think Legacy would have been really nice, but now we just have to pray. I mean, they can draw 6. We know that, 100%. Can they get to that 300? It's a nice little top deck there. They do go for a stretcher. Oh, sorry, prize card. Like, if they try and boss stick me or something, I can obviously just attach retreat. But I don't know. I think they might be able to get there. I'm feeling low in confidence. Runaway draw is going to get them to 9. I mean, this can happen. Oh, no, it can't. They can't do it, right? I'm pretty sure they can't. Because they evolve into the Dunsparce, shuffle into the deck. That's drawing 3. That's only going to give them 12. That's not enough to get there. I think Xerosic may have won this for us. And there's a chance here that we've won the impossible matchup because of one single card. That being Xerosic. That is insane. Unless, no, they could stretch her for Fez, but even that won't do it. I think we're seeing miracles take place, man. I really think so. This shouldn't be happening, but it is. I say rare candy. No, I mean, rare candy Fez? Can that do it? I didn't think about the candy play. Oh, no, they could Fez now, right? If they get stretcher Fez, that would be... No, that's not enough. Dawn! No, that's... Oh, stop playing with my heart. Oh, you can't do it now. It's done. You can't do it. That's 12. 2 more cards in deck. You deck out. That's 14. That's still not enough to 1-hit KO me. Bro, I was like, for a second, I was terrified, but I think we're just about fine. And they conceded. Come on. Yes. Oh, my Lord, man. I thought I lost. As soon as I saw the matchup, I was like, it's GG. But, man, you just have to keep playing. And as I take some time to soak it all in, my hopes start to rise. As we have another win on the board, taking us one crucial step closer to getting through to the next round. But we mustn't celebrate too much. We still have a job to do. So with us now having 12 points on the board, sitting comfortably in a top 32 position, we face our toughest challenge yet, that being Gardevoir EX. It's important not to feel intimidated by what is the best deck in format, if not one of the best decks of all time. We are indeed playing Gardy. Going first, though, I like that. I've just got to be careful about my benching because of that screen tail. It can be a bit of a pain sometimes. So I'm going to bench a squad. I'm joking. Why did I attach? I shouldn't have attached there. Let's nest ball and go for a Duraludon. Okay, I need to lock in. I can't be misplaying at this point in time. I think I'm just going to Pokegear, and there you go. You got Carmine. That's good. I'm going to go for a Earthen Vessel to get 2 energy out and play myself another Ultra Ball. This time getting myself... I think I just lock in on Duraludon here. Debating Squawk, but that Screamtail is going to feed on that thing, so I can't even take that risk. And this is looking okay. This is not looking bad. End turn. I'm obviously expecting to see a TM Evo play. I like the Legacy energy, though. I like that we've got that nice and early. As they do go for the Monkey Dory Rolts, Evo, and straight into Lily. Do they get the energy? That's the question. No, they don't. Okay, good luck on our side yet again. Not even going to complain, broski. Let's get some more energy down. I think I just want 1 more in the discard pile. I'll keep the other 2 in deck. We'll attach Legacy here. Nest Ball again for, in this case, is Relicanth a move? Okay, in terms of numbers, I don't think so just yet. Let me look at my deck, though. Let me just have a see on the ball search. I've got a lot of ball search. I think I'm just going to keep... I've only got 3 Arcanodon. Okay, I'm going to do Relicanth. I could... no. No, I'm not going to bundle. I'm not going to bundle. Although I could put bundle down and just use it to throw it in the discard pile so I can recover it if I want to. That probably has more of a use case over anything else. So let's do that. We'll throw bundle in. We do still need to find our Chaladon before I get carried away. And we do. Okay. A little on the scary side, but we got there. Now, I do think Stretcher is the thing to get rid of. I'll be real. Because I'm getting an extra energy attachment anyway. I've got Ultra Ball next turn for another Archaladon if I want. And I want to keep that Pokegear for potential boss. Turo could be pretty good. So let's just do that. Get Archaladon and start swinging. Do I use the bundle? Probably, right? I mean, it can just sit there, but they could Candy Guardy and go for a cheeky Scream Tail onto it. I'd rather them not have that. They'd probably Scream Tail Duraludon if not. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Metal Defender. And here's to hoping we can get aggressive and stop them in their tracks before things start getting crazy. If they get like one Curlier, being able to boss that would be incredible because it just buys another huge turn. That said, it's Guardy, man. We don't want to get carried away. And by the way, if you hear me like shuffling and riffling, I do have like, for some reason, I have like half a Duraludon deck. Ironically enough, in my hand. It also has like Iron Bundle with the I don't know why I have that in my hand. I don't know. It just happened to be here. They do get a Fez. Whoa, that's a juicy boy. I'd like to target right up, man. Get your draw where it hurts. There's a Curlier though. Do they get the second one? Ultra Ball coming in. Odds are they do. If that's the case, yeah, I need to boss Fez then. I think Gardevoir is an inevitability. Bossing Fez is my new priority. Triple Ultra Ball that was, by the way. Crazy. Got Gardevoir ahead of time and they Turo Fez. Okay, that's smart. They know what they're doing. They know indeed. To be honest, just getting rid of... Oh, and it's a Buster. It's like they knew. They saw it coming. I think just attacking him might be the move. I low-key want to take out Monkey over Curlier. You know what I mean? Like, that's something I want to do. But then again, if I can't take out Gardevoir... Well, no, I think I need to take out Monkey. What's their stretch account? I think I'm going to take out a Curlier. I changed my mind. I'm taking out Curlier. If I can get to a point where I KO this Curlier and I can KO that Gardevoir as it comes into me, at any point, I'll take it. I can always just boss Monkey Dory to turn afterwards. I know I'm giving them a Monkey. I know. But I want to limit them as much as I can, you know? And plus, if they hit me and use the old Monkey Dory on me, then we could be talking. A Fez back down, which means finally I have something else to target. They want to be getting a Rolts down, that's for sure, right? No, Scream Tail. They're planning to Scream Tail me. Are they going to go for a Duraludon then? Oh, they also do put the Charm on the Fez. That's going to just about avoid a KO from me. So they're good on that front. They can Scream Tail me for 160, which means they can probably just take out a Duraludon at that point. And I mean, I guess as long as I just take KOs, I could be fine. Considering they're trying to like go around my Archaladon with the Legacy. Oh, triple boss. I mean, at that point, I could just be KO. Bob's your uncle. They do have the Vessel though. I think I just need to KO monkeys. That's probably how they're going to be dealing with me. That's likely the move. So I'm expecting a Scream Tail here, if anything. You don't want to go for Miracle Force. I always have Relicanth options. Oh, wait, they're going for Mind Bend. I actually didn't see that one coming. Legitimately didn't see it coming. Isn't that something? What is the game plan? Confusion is a pain, but I have no choice but to just swing and hope for heads. I don't like coin flipping to try and win. Yes. Okay. That's one head. That's good. That means I can Metal Defender for a KO there. I have triple boss. If they bench one single prizer and if they KO me, I do need to get another Archaladon. Okay, I'll be honest. That is something I'm a little worried about. But if I can just about get there, that is an option. You know what I mean? Although I'm not feeling comfortable yet again with this awkward hand. I'm getting excited about triple boss, but I need to have Archaladon to boss them with. So in terms of Miracle Force, they can do a KO, I think, because they can bring me down with double monkey to enough. Oh, they're going to just try and Scream Tail. Okay, I see what they're doing. They're trying to stick with the confusion. That's fair. That's valid. If, though, they do too much, honestly, there's no harm in me manually retreating and going for a hammer in, which is entirely possible here. So I don't mind a hammer in play. As awkward as that sounds, it gets me out of confusion, you know? And I don't want to be relying on that. There's another Monkey Dory coming in. That Duraludon is eating up damage as they Iona me. Honestly, low-key, I kind of don't mind. As long as I get an energy out of it. I get a Carmine, that's fine. Zerosix there, but that's not good here. They're obviously going to Roaring Scream the other Duraludon as well. So, what are we hoping for? I mean, just getting Duraludon would be nice. I think that would be kind of a big deal. Pokegear. Yeah, if I can get a research, that'd be clean. Yeah. Alrighty. We got to be Diggins. We got to be big Diggins. And our Chaladon. Lovely. So let's evolve into that then. And that's going to be more than enough to attack here. I need to manually retreat this. It feels bad, and they can trap it up. But this is why we get another Duraludon down. So we can just be sure that we have acceleration options if needed. Low-key, want to go for a bundle here. Low-key. But I think they're just going to throw up this. So I just take the knockout, right? I just Metal Defender. If anything, should I have evolved and like gone for a Hammer in? I don't know. Right. There it is. Black Belts Training 2. That's good. They can Miracle Force for a KO. I know that. But I'm pretty sure I can just Mawile for game, no? We're doing exactly 320 with Mawile. So if they Iono me, it's problems. If they don't, I could get away with it. But Iono is like the mainstay supporter in my opponent's deck, man. Like, there's no way they're not Ionoing me this turn. That's just going to happen. If they don't, and we get lucky, then I can Mawile for game. But it's just... yeah, I can smell an Iono a mile away, and I see it coming. We also do have Fez Prize. One Light Stretcher down, one will go to the bottom of the deck, so even getting Fez is going to be a bit of a mission. As they Psychic Embrace again. Adrenabrain, please tell me you have whiffed the Iono. Please tell me that, because I could just win right now. If I've got my maths correct, please, come on. I've been so lucky. I know it's silly for me to beg again and ask for more. I know, I feel like, what's his name? Please, sir, can I have some more? What can I say? I'm a greedy bugger. Come on, just swing for the miracle. Vessel, you're scaring me. They get rid of Mew. It's an energy, okay? They attach to Devolution. That screams Iono. This all screams Iono, or they're digging for it. Oh, it's an Iono. No, I had the game right there. I mean, I still can do it. But oh. Ooh. Nest Ball wins me the game. Nest Ball. Just Nest Ball me. Anything, please. Sorry, my dark side came out there. I have to calm down. You relax, Shawnee boy. It's not the end of the world. I can still attack. Nest Ball wins me the whole game. Please, Nest Ball. Oh, okay, no. Getting rid of this legacy feels so bad. But my hands are tied. Ay. Oh no. I've lost I'm like down 3 Nest Ball, bro. Right, so I feel like punching Gardevoir is bad. So I'm gonna go for a Hyper Blower. So either they bring up Fez or they bring up Monkey. Either way, a boss for game next turn wins me the game unless they Turo this. They are gonna bring up Fez. I'm gonna Turo myself, pick this bad boy up, and we are back in Prey Town, baby. Let's evolve into our Chaladon. They are so lucky I don't have a jamming tower. The more that I think about it, the more I realize I probably should have been playing that. But let's throw that here. Let's go to the baby, our Chaladon, and we've just got to punch again. And that's going to give them 240 damage output. It's not enough to take out our Chaladon just yet, unless they get another Monkey. And at that point, it's scary. But that Iono was very devastating. Maybe I should have prioritized Fez. I don't know. But I'm feeling it. I'm feeling its wrath. Oh, but my opponent needs to attach to Fez to be able to retreat it, right? So a boss top deck would win me the game. How many boss have I got? I've got 3 in deck. Unless there's an option that they have to one-hit KO me that I'm missing. I don't think so. Also, Turo could buy me another round. It wouldn't feel good, but it can buy me another turn. There's Super Rod coming in. They could Scream Tail, actually, couldn't they? They could, like, build into a Scream Tail and take out Duraludon. I mean, yes, I get a KO, but it's not enough. And then from there, just Monkey Dory my Chaladon to set it up for a Miracle Force KO. I think that's probably what they need to do. And it's probably what they're doing. Let's look at my discard pile. Okay, so we are 2 gear down, and we have 3 bosses orders left. We've used our power pad. 21 cards. There are basically 5 out of these 21 cards that we can top deck that at this moment in time will win us the game unless they attack with Monkey Dory. That's also an option. But at that point, it would just be a coin flip potential for us to win. They get a counter catcher actually with their secret box. They manually retreat and they are going to Miracle Force and Gust. Okay. I mean... it's actually correct. Is it correct for me to pass if I whiff it here? I think it is correct for me to pass. Instead of punching just makes it worse. Oh, it's an energy. I have to pass. here. 3 bosses orders. If I swing, they KO me. Oh, no, it doesn't matter, actually, I swear. No, it doesn't matter. They've already got damage in play. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter at all. I'm just going to have to swing for a Metal Defender. And hope for the best. If they whiff, they have a final move of going for a Mind Bend. That's Triple Monkey, though. I think that's going to do it. Yeah, that is perfect maths. And we couldn't beat the Goliath. Gardevoir, I am more than happy to lose to it. If there's ever a deck that's going to stop this run, I'm more than happy with it being Gardevoir. Or as winnable as that game was, we were no longer able to achieve the 16 points to get to the next round, ending our tournament's run. However, we didn't leave with nothing, and this is where I need to do a little explaining, so just hang tight. After losing this game and realizing I couldn't go any further, I decided to drop the tournament. Not realizing that dropping a tournament removes your final placement, meaning I had no official placement at the end of the tournament, meaning technically we get no medals. However, if I didn't make that mistake and played the next game, and even if I lost, I still would have finished with 12 points, ending up well within the top 32 at the final hurdle. Meaning if I didn't drop this tournament, I would have 100% got top 32. And so if you're basing it off points alone, we did indeed achieve the bronze medal at the very least. It's not silver, gold, or platinum, but it's something. And for me, it's not so much about the result, but much more about the incredible moments we experienced on the journey to get there. And I hope you enjoyed that too. And if you did, be sure to watch my other long form content, leave a like and subscribe to show your support, and I will see you in the next one.